Revolution!
Oh no! 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 Oh.
Number 2 in the East at 24-13. Beautiful day for a walk here in Atlanta. I read with the walking stick. We gotta get the
Take your fan brush and watch here. Go in, push, and bend it upward. There, see? And that makes that foam up here on the top. There, give it a little push. Sometimes it levels out a little and boom, bang. As I say, it really helps to make all these happy little sounds and think like water. There it goes.
Good night, Will.
You're grounded.
¿Y qué? Eso no era un avión. Cuando se le acaba el combustible, ella cae. Eso sí es verdad. Eso sí es verdad. Eso sí es verdad.
She had a very poor self-image, confused. Let's see what solved her problem.
Now at 52, she says her depression was an intense and frightening experience. Jackson says true happiness finally came from her 1-year-old son, Isa.
Get out of here. You mean to tell me that true happiness came to this lady after she had her child? You know why that is, brothers? Because the woman was put on the earth to be a wife and a mother. She was not put on the earth to constantly be trying to compete with men. Whenever you're trying to compete with another entity that was set up for a different vocation from you, you're setting yourself up for disaster. In the same way, the so-called black man has accepted many of these Luciferian ideologies. He no longer wants to respect the power of the higher power, the omniscience, the omnipresence, the omnipotency of the higher power. He wants to call himself God and embrace these Masonic Luciferian ideologies like 5%er, and he's an atheist, and he's going to conjure the powers of the gods of Kemet. And when you ask the so-called black man, what tribe in Kemet is he from, he never knows. This is why the native Africans laugh at you, so-called black man, because you make a mockery of yourself. And because you're making a mockery of yourself, the Most High has allowed your woman to make a mockery of herself, making a jackass of herself on a regular, trying to compete with men, talking about how she's a strong black woman. The strength of the woman is in her role. It's in her role. There's a beauty and a strength to the woman, and it's not in trying to usurp the power of the man. All the fame and the adoration that this woman received over the course of about 40 years of her life was all for naught until she had her child, because that is the reason why she's on the earth. And that's the bottom line of it.
And those moments when she...
A mí me llaman Felicumbe, porque me llaman de esa manera. A mí me llaman Felicumbe, porque me llaman de esa manera.
Oh my God! Anybody but the Rock. Know your role and shut your mouth!
You say Triple H like the Rock is supposed to be impressed all of a sudden. Michael Cole, know your role and shut your mouth. Triple H, well, before we do that, would you mind wearing the Rock's brand new SmackDown Hotel t-shirt? You mind one putting it on, will you? Shut up, Jabroni. Here, wear it just like that. SmackDown Hotel. Don't touch it, Jabroni, and keep the microphone right here. Triple H, don't touch it.
Yeah. See, I'ma let you know who the best by the hour. This like Rosie O'Donnell at a bisexual bridal shower. It ain't nothing to me, man. I keep it for real. Look at this dental, man, with dental the grill. See, I'm the best. I told you that. This dude like that, he ran in front of the cat. Now I messed up, but I'ma stay on top. They told me, man, but you know, I'm never gonna flop. Look at this dude, he need to stay in the shade. Ain't no wonder why he came out. He already in the gay parade. I told you, man, I got you roasted like ever. You don't know, but my rhymes, they straight up clever. So you step down off the pedestal. I'm the best, man. You need to go to the fucking dental. I said freaky.
All right.
Listen, what, Larry?
Steve P, the wildest part of the vaccine rollout has been these fools posting their vaccine passport selfies. I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of that, man. I'm so sick of that. They put it on here. I got my card. I got my first one. The clout chasing of your medicine shot is ridiculous.
It's, you know what it is? It's like a cow headed to the slaughterhouse holding up his grade. You know, grade A, grade B. Look, I'm grade A meat, nigga. Look at me. Hey, you about to get slaughtered, stupid. You next up. It's straight up sheep.
Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help! Watch the closing door! Help! Batman! Here I go again! Catch me! Help! Hey, I'm too young to die! Help! Save me! Help! Hey, how'd you get away up here?
Junior's death has become a symbol for the growing fear of gang violence in the Bronx.
It's not only about Junior, but that just means that nobody's safe.
That's not true, brother. Everybody's safe. You can't walk around in fear. When your time comes, it comes. You just transition over to the spirit world. In the meantime, you can't walk around with a negative attitude. However your mindset is how your reality is going to be. Our community is a direct reflection of our mindset. It's very important that brothers understand that there's a symbiotic relationship between people and the area that they live in. Oftentimes people will claim that they're mentally depressed or they have a poor outlook because their environment is trashy. Well, is that the case, or is it actually the opposite? Is your environment trashy because you have a poor mental outlook? We have the ability to control our reality. First off, put down the weed, man. Stop glorifying whores. Learn to respect yourself. Things of that nature will pay great dividends. Set goals. You don't always have to sit back playing video games all damn day. Trying to see if you...
We don't know if you was down with it or you wasn't down with it, but it got a question mark over gang. Because gang didn't take care of Nipsey. Gang got Nipsey resting in peace. I mean, how many different scenarios do y'all want me to travel and swim through? This gang culture kidnapped our children in America. I'm going to say this again. You got kids that you got straight A students that don't want to go to school because they are afraid of getting hurt in high school. You got straight A students that's thanking God that this COVID-19 happened so that they don't have to go to school and face the bullies. They don't want to blood in because they know they got to put in work. But they rather put in work on somebody weaker than them in order for them not to get the work put in on them. You see what this gang culture is doing to these young kids in America? Huh? Let's sit back and let's really analyze. Think about it. Gang culture has kidnapped our innocent children. When I was growing up, you had kids riding BMX bikes. You had kids riding skateboards. You had girls jumping rope. You had the cool kids. It was okay to be a cool kid. It was okay to be a Tekashi 6ix9ine. But ever since Jim Jones did the devil's work and used the internet to spread gang culture all through the East Coast like cancer, it destroyed the balance that we had. Now let's get down to lay down. You can understand why they still left that man standing. Don't be next. There's more to life than being a thug. Every dude that I know that's in the penitentiary is fighting for a chance to get where you at right now. Home. Hold that thought. If you feeling this video, man, please share it with the young boys in the hood. They need to hear this. I'm saying what a lot of these other cats ain't gonna say. Those movements out there, Black Lives Matter, and these rappers that's running around, protesting, running around, I'm gangster but woke. You what? Do you see what's happening to gangsters? The penitentiary and the morgue is filled with them.
Are we certain that you want the Gaming Control Board eyeballing your record and your gangster pals like Nicky Santoro?
I think you're way out of line talking to me like that. What you're saying is libelous, and you're in no position to challenge my expertise. I went way out of my way to be very helpful and courteous to that kid. He's weak, he's incompetent, he jeopardizes the whole place. There's not much more I can do for him.
You have gotten me there.
Make it one. Like, I heard a quote where they said Steve Jobs would give the hardest job to the laziest person because he'll figure out the easiest way to do it. So what he'll do is, I'm going to take the soul of this, I'm going to take that, I'm going to take this part of that, I'm going to take that, and you know, sometimes you want it abstract, then sometimes you're going to want it smooth. So it's almost like he just need to see all, you know, you just got to see everything from a full spectrum, all your options. Like, if he going to make a bag, he going to go buy every bag in the world. From a Hermes to an army bag to a grocery bag.
Families
to
on the side.
I'm not going to be with a man that's going to take care of another woman. I'm not. That's not okay.
Yes, you would. You're just not gonna be with him. If you're able to get Enrique Iglesias or some shit, and he say, you know what, I want you to be a side bitch for me, you say, okay, no problem. Brothers, everything in life is about power. The things that people say, they only mean for that individual situation. Every woman would share a man. It's just depending on what that man is, who he is, and how much he has.
You know the thoughts. Get their phones out immediately. let the whole world know what they're doing today.
Y'all ugly! Stop taking pictures! Yeah, all of them ugly.
Before we start tonight, let me say something that I'm sure is very obvious to you who watch my show. And thank you for that. You're straight with me, I'll be straight with you. Obviously, I'm aware of what's going on with my brother. And obviously, I cannot cover it because he is my brother. Now, of course, CNN has to cover it. They have covered it extensively, and they will continue to do so. I have always cared very deeply about these issues, and profoundly so. I just wanted to tell you that. There's a lot of news going on that matters also, so let's get after that.
You'll know the struggle. Holla, Rockefeller. Woo!